I am, however, going to suggest to you that the being responsible for the creation of our planet, responsible for the creation of the fish and the oceans and the environment, is a Genesis scientist, a star being known simply as Prince Ea. It is this individual, which we suggest in the Terra Papers, is at the root, who is at the source of all of the major religions of our planet. I do not wish to sound disrespectful, but the term God is not a title applied to the ultimate divinity. It was a working title given to the Genesis scientists, to the creators. If you would indulge me for just one more moment. If you will remember, I suggested early on that the Sirian star system was named after its military forces, after its power and might, known as the Dak, D-A-K. The Dak star, the Dog star. The K at the end of Dak is a guttural K. It is very easily, in many of the ancient societies, many of the ancient languages, it is interchangeable with the letter G. So in other words, the destructive forces, the destroyers, were known as the Dogs, D-O-G. But we find a very, very interesting pattern in all of the ancient languages, from the Egyptian hieroglyphs, the Sumerian, the Babylonian, and the Mesopotamian. And this is where we have found the powers that be, the educational experts, the researchers, the scholars, the archaeo-Egyptologists, etc., and etc. This is where they have become very resistant. We are suggesting, and we have hundreds of pages to show the linguistic breakdown. We have suggested that in the ancient star languages, if you read a word from left to right, you get one meaning. If you read the word from right to left, you get the opposite meaning, the true opposite. And so I am going to suggest to you that the word Dak means destroyer, and its opposite, which would be spelled K-A-D or G-A-D, means creator. The title God was nothing more than a title given to the technicians, to the scientists whose job it was to repopulate the planet. It is not an appellation given to the divinity, to the ultimate being. And this is where we have been deceived. We have been programmed, we have been taught to accept the idea that gods are the ultimate beings, and with great apologies, they are not. They were the technicians, whether you call them extraterrestrial star beings or angels or heavenly lords or heavenly beings. They were the ones responsible for the recreation of our planet and the creating and guidance of mankind. Prince Ea was the first god. He was known, his works were known as that of Eyahu or Eyahu. He was known as Da'ea, which is the root for Deus and Dios. I almost hesitate to offer such a simplistic linguistic offering, but I suggest that there should be sufficient evidence there to be persuasive enough. Prince Ea was responsible for recreating planet Earth, taking existing surviving cells, bringing life from other planets, from other stars, into our world. What I am suggesting is that not all of the animals on our planet are indigenous, purely indigenous to our planet. I'm suggesting that if you take a look at something like the platypus, the ostrich, and other creatures which seem extraordinarily strange, that they too have been tampered with, and that their ancestry lies far, far away in the stars of Sirius and Orion and numerous other planets. And then in the next hour, I'm going to talk to you about another creature that was evolved on this planet, one who also has his roots in the heavens, who has his roots in the star system Sirius and the star system Orion. Prince Ea was to find a creature known as an Appa. a dark, hairy beast, strong of back, possessed of some intelligence, enough so that he could obey a command. And he took the Appa, and he began to mix the DNA of star beings into its evolution. This Appa would give birth to a creature that would later be known as a Dhamma. A Dhamma is the tampered with, evolved through DNA manipulation, through the genetic alteration of the Appa. The Adhamas, as I'm sure you can anticipate, are our ancestors. While I believe the story of evolution, the theory of evolution by Mr. Darwin is accurate for the most part, I will suggest to you that mankind could not possibly have evolved under normal circumstances without having the evolution of the ape tampered with. Mankind is the result of the fingerprints of the gods. He is the result of divinities, extraterrestrials, of star beings. The myths and the legends of the Aborigines and the Anasazi, the Hopi, the Apache, and the native tribes of Native America are true. The stories in most of our religions about heavenly beings coming down and teaching mankind, tampering with, and creating us in their image are true. I suggest that if you look in religious sources, legends, myths, cosmologies, even some of the tiniest little fairy tales, that they all have a small measure of truth. And for those of you who are out there who are believers in the unicorn, the centaur, the minotaur, and all those fabulous beasts, the phoenix and the griffin, I'm going to suggest to you that Prince Ea, the creator of this planet, the one who tampered with the DNA, also created those beings. Ladies and gentlemen, the unicorn is real. The centaur is real. I believe in the unicorn and its fabulous powers. Thank you very much again, Rod. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for the time. I hope that